boosters. Look at these loadouts. See if anything needs to be adjusted, updated, changed. Try to go out here and not go negative. That's a good gun. This system be having a damage. It's just what's that damage range? Oh. Yeah, when am I supposed to unlock this? Level 30. Go back with that. Does rapid fire? Oh man. Roll with this like this. Oh wait. Alright. This one's smooth too. This one we're getting it there. Should start using this a little more. This we need to get to go. What is that? Test 1, 2, test. Alright. Alright, let's jump in the lobby. Please be a non-lagging lobby. Alright. Damn it. Ooh, which one has the flash?
Stay on task. Hardcore kill confirmed. Engagement windows open. Go, go, go! Enemy scout post detected.
Deploying blast trap. Throwing shock charge. Heads up. Got maneuver.
Enemy shock charge. Deploying shock charge.
Blast trap armed.
Bringing in recon.
Move, move, move. Eyes on enemy. Target down.
Trap is set. Blast trap armed. Spring mine planted. Engaging hostile. They're not getting up. Payback.
Hostile front.
Got eyes on a hostile. Hostile down.
Task watchdog helo in my AO.
Let's go. Using Molotov.
Set up sentry.
Time's nearly up. Close it down.
Cover requesting UAV.
Throwing shock charge.
All units prepare for exfil. This one's ours.
TACOM, mission area's ours. Dispatch cleanup crew.
PID on target. Hasta luego. Cinco.
We're gonna wait for a different map.
Welcome to the Herd's official YouTube channel. Like the NBA, the NFL is an offensive league first. They're scoring 37 a game. The problem is their defense is basically the Dallas Cowboys without the star on the helmet. They got bullied for 3.5 hours, and they spent money on it. 5 of their 6 highest paid players are on defense, so they've got a little bit of a dilemma, and they score so quickly that they always just send that bad defense back out on the field. I'm going to put them at 10, Chiefs at 11.
Number 9.
The Bucks. Now, their schedule gets tougher. The fact that they have to go to the whistle to beat the Falcons and the Jets does not, feel great coming up now with the Eagles and the Seahawks, the Lions, the Niners coming up. They've been doing it, though, missing 3 offensive linemen and Chris Godwin. Baker Mayfield, like a Sam Darnold, has established himself as a legit franchise quarterback. 11 straight games with 100-plus rushing yards. That is hard to do in this league, especially when you're missing many top offensive linemen. I have the Bucks at 9.
Number 8.
The Niners at 8. Maybe it's a bit high. Mac Jones is the current starter. Now Bosa is gone for the year. Listen, Ricky Pearsall has emerged as a really nice weapon. 2 of their wins, though, are against the Cardinals at home and the Saints, and they don't have a bye until Week 14. This team could use a bye now. But the coach, the quality of offense, McCaffrey, Pearsall, Kittle's coming back. I put him at 8.
Number 7.
Here's what we learned about the Lions. If you have new coordinators, don't count the preseason, the Hall of Fame game, or Week 1. Since then, 900 total yards. Last night was not as close as the score indicated. Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery are an unbelievable running back tandem. 11th career game, they both scored a rushing touchdown. Aiden Hutchinson and that defensive front gobbled up Lamar Jackson. They are 12-2 in primetime games, beating the best Monday night quarterback ever last night, Lamar Jackson. Lions at 7.
Number 6.
Boy, I think the Seahawks are a handful. Kenneth Walker, highest rated running back. Sam Darnold, PFF, highest rated quarterback. And it does look like JSN is a number 1 receiver, but it's the defense that makes them the second best point differential in the league. They have held all 3 opponents to 17 points or fewer, and a lot of credit to the bad Seahawks at 6.
Number 5.
Listen, the Rams can't beat the Eagles. 1-6, Sean McVay against the Eagles. 5 to receive, but
Number 4.
the Chargers. Great red zone. Guy Herbert appear to be a bust. He's emerged.
Number 3.
Packers. Listen, Quentin Johnson doesn't appear to be a bust. He's emerged.
Number 3.
Packers. Listen. They don't I'm in 10 games. Cleveland's got as they should. Already won the turnover battle. Where to do bowl odds where halves like this past weekend, but it is.
Hardcore kill confirmed. Remind the fugitives that actions have consequences. We're winning. Keep it that way.
Shotgun set. Ain't your day, mate. Semtex front.
Get a UAV on grid. Add the requesting Watchdog Helo on my grid. Establish Harpod station.
Close-up on. Deploying SAM turret. TACOM, I need eyes overhead. Adler requesting ARP tasking. Take him down. TACOM, commence Watchdog Helo mission. She ain't going nowhere. SAM turret established. TACOM, commence Watchdog Helo mission.
Hold the line, Crimson. This is ours to lose.
Blast trap deployed.
Enemy UAV inbound.
Adler authorizing interceptor operation. Establish Watchdog Helo on station above.
Operator establishing score streak.
disrupted.
Good effect.
They were already dead. Just hadn't realized. Good
The
job.
battle goes to the bold.
It is the best roster in the league. They could probably at the trade deadline go and get another. Miami for the front. And I mean, they're legit. We'll get to that in a second. They're legit. They passed the eye test. So I said, you know, when Dan Campbell came in, I thought he's kind of reckless because I didn't like their personnel. Now it's like an all-star team. I'm like, yeah, you should go for it all the time on fourth. When they went for it on 4th and 2, it was funny because Troy Aikman was like, man, he's got a set on him. And I'm like, no, that's kind of what they are. Like, I know you're a believer in this. Like, I think the whole identity of the franchise in Detroit is, you know, we're aggressive. We are an aggressive franchise. I think it's a great brand. Your thoughts?
Yeah, so I think there's a lot of levels to it. At no point in that game did I think if they got in this situation that they weren't going to go for it, right? It was just a matter of what play did they have. They have an entire section on the play sheet for those gotta-have-it moments, the 4th and 1s, the 4th and 2s, the goal-to-go situations. That is not decided upon in the moment. They have them ranked. First time we're in this situation, it's this call. And then they just work their way down the list. They probably carry more of those calls than most teams because they're in that situation. But I think there's multiple factors. I think your point, I heard you before the break, about the culture and the identity. Since Dan Campbell took over in Detroit, there has been no wavering that was going to be what they are. They believe in it. He believes in his players. There is no doubt in the huddle, amongst the 11 guys in the huddle, when they get tackled short on 3rd down, they don't look to the sideline. They don't start walking off. The punt team doesn't start walking on, or the field goal unit. Like, there's not even a consideration. Number one, that's super powerful. Number
You are now in the arena. Welcome to Gridiron presented by Underdog. Whoop, whoop. So my name is Kinsey. I'm a sports host, and I fly helicopters and planes, so I can definitely pilot these men today. But with me, I have one of the most prolific figures in sports history and the man who has never lost a debate, Skip Bayless.
Yeah.
Of course, a fan favorite, something that Skip has wanted.
Skip all that's gonna give itself condition.
Another day in paradise, Black Ops.
Blast track deployed. Shock charge set.
Nice. We're pulling ahead.
Starting on number. Press. Throwing shock charge. Blast trap armed. Ah, piss, not again. Friendly down! Tally, 12! Setting blast trap. Blast trap deployed. Neutralized.
Heads up. Hostile care package inbound. Net call. Napalm strike inbound.
Deploying shock charge.
Hostile UAV established
Blast trap
overhead.
armed.
Marshal authorizing
Nowhere
Watchdog
safe when
Eagle
I'm on the
operation.
trigger.
Enemy was
Got him. Setting blast trap. Target appears hostile. Piss off.
Enemy UAV inbound.
Enemy shock charge. Throwing shock charge.
UAV removed.
Eyes on enemy. Overthrown. Revenge is an utter bastard, isn't it?
Hostile UAV established overhead. Crimson's on their heels. Hit them hard.
Damn, friendly casualty. Enemy assault pack destroyed. Enemy, positive ID.
God damn, I love the taste of victory. Hotel Sierra.
That's right,
people.
you better run.
Since the start of the show, since the start of the season, Jackson Dart will be the starting quarterback for the Giants. Wow. So that's going to be at home versus the Chargers. This has been a decision that's been looming. So, Skip.
And by the way, before you start, we did not speak last night. We did not communicate. We're both wearing 88.
Oh, yeah.
It is
We're
just,
both wearing 88.
It's just two real triple D guys. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Sending CD some love. That's all, baby.
Except the truth is, I think he's taunting and I'm eulogizing.
Nah, I'm a real
right?
triple D
No,
guy. Real North Dallas guys. Yep, this ain't no taunt.
No,
really rock with the Cowboys, man.
Yeah, both the boys showed up in CD Lamb Dallas jerseys.
Yes,
These are the Dallas boys. But Aqib said he wanted to give him a hug. This was his
This a
virtual
long distance
hug.
Long distance. Hey, CD, man, we need you, baby.
Yeah.
I had a high ankle sprain before. I feel your pain, brother.
Oh, well, now that let's get into the show. So, Skip, You've talked a lot about Jackson Dart.
I have.
I want to know, is this the right decision right now for the Giants to go to Dart?
It definitely is the right decision.
Okay.
But here's the painful irony for me as a lifelong diehard Dallas Cowboy fan. My point to you guys, and you laughed at me over this, I was scared to death that the Giants would go to Jackson Dart before their game at Cowboys. My point being that Russ against Washington did look washed in their opening game. And I was scared to death that Jackson Dart would come in with some of that sort of cocky beginner's luck energy and just ignite them, and he'd have one big moment in the sun at Jerry World. He scares me. Russ didn't scare me at all. And what happened? My defense turned Russell Wilson back into vintage Patrick Mahomes. He throws for 450 and 3 bomb touchdowns against my sorry-ass defense. And it wasn't about Russ cooking. It was about my defense breaking down and getting burned like bad toast gets burned. And that's what we were, just toast all day long. So then what happens on Sunday Night Football against Kansas City, a game that I thought New York had a chance in because the first half ends up 9-6. Russ was just pathetic. He looked washed again, just the way he looked against Washington. And at halftime, it's 9-6 Kansas City, but he was 7 of 13 for 39 yards in the first half with 2 interceptions. The game ends pathetically with a 4th and goal from the 10, and Russ throws it in like the 12th row, like he's throwing it away, and you have a chance to cut it to 22-16. And I think that's when Brian Daboll said, okay, I've seen enough, that's enough. I think that well could be Russell Wilson's last start in the National Football League as he approaches age 37 in November. The point is, Jackson Dart is going to give them, well, just think about Russ. Think about what's happened to Russ now. He got dumped by Seattle. He got dumped by Denver, who ate $85 million to get rid of him. Then he gets dumped by Pittsburgh. And now he's in the process of being dumped by the New York Football Giants. So this isn't about how great I think Jackson Dart can be. It's about what Russ no longer is. Like you just have to make the switch now, because for what it's worth, Jackson Dart.
You want to clear your name? This is where it happens. We've taken control.
Five kills. Some takes. Chuck charge set. Sorry, mate, not this time. That's that bombed. Fuck my life, that was a friendly.
Enemy care package above. Enemy UAV inbound.
Kill. Care package above.
Enemy sentry turret detected in your AO. Heads up. Hostile care package inbound.
Deploying shock charge. Drop the enemy's long gun.
Review board for you.
Ah, someone owes me a $5. Enemy sniper's done. Tango deleted.
Enemy care package above.
Sniper's down, move.
Incoming frag.
Shock charge set.
Just working out the kinks.
Five hostiles down. Enemies rearming.
Grenade going.
Spring mine going out.
That's one of ours.
Deploying RCXD.
What's your target ID? Incoming stun. Spotted an enemy.
that call. Enemy watchdog Kilo inbound. Hostile UAV established overhead.
Sweet dreams. Spring mine. Get down, Frank.
Heads up. Hostile care package inbound. Finish line in sight. Don't let up.
Sentry turret available.
Get some napalm on my target.
Phoenix 1-1 inbound. Bringing the heat. Enjoy the burn, boys. Phoenix 1-1 signing off.
Sentry turret deployed. Throwing shock charge.
Hang on. Let me call Langley. Give him the good news.
Proper victory, that. Job done.
Stay there.
Camo is sick.
Single shooter. Ten up.
He's got some swagger. He's going to give them new life and new fire. He's got some electricity to him, and he's sort of the quarterback version of Cam Scatterboo. That's how he plays quarterback. He's going to run through brick walls. He's 6'2", 230-ish, and he can run a little bit. He ran 4.6, and yet he runs more strong. They tried to use him in some running packages, which was bizarre, but and he didn't really do much. But the point is, he can bang it. He had 14 rushing touchdowns at Ole Miss. So I just think they need a fresh vibe for their fans, because Russ is just hard to watch unless he could play the Dallas Cowboys every Sunday, and fortunately he can't.
I agree with the decision to start Dart. I didn't want you to throw him in initially from the jump. You start with him. Nah, I think you go with the vet.
Yeah.
You see what you got.
claimed the advantage. Now hold it.
Semtex incoming!
Throwing shock charge. Yours.
Same blast trap. Semtex front. Blaster bomb.
Hostile UAV established overhead.
Deploying sentry turret.
System destroyed.
Enemy UAV inbound. Hostile UAV established overhead.
Don't mind deleting.
Deploying Archangel.
Sniper removed.
Requesting recon above.
Eyes on enemy mine. Same blast trap.
They're right where we want them. Finish the job.
Blast trap deployed.
Requesting recon above.
mission goals are green. Dispatching team to mop up survivors.
Adler's lot are on the run. Solid job, Crimson.
Maybe Russ get hot. Maybe you know what I'm saying, can win some games with him. But if you end up 0-3, it's time for a change, you know what I'm saying? So this is what the crowd want. They want Jackson Dart. You want to give a little spark to the stadium, to your fan base.
Jackson Dart.
Jackson Dart. Hey, so
same with Skip. He was joining them.
Hey, you know how Skip, he a Cowboys fan, but he cheering for Jackson Dart. I don't know, but you know. But I think it's time though, man. You give them a shot, you get a fan base what they want, and we'll see. We'll see. I'm not saying I'm the most firm believer in Jackson Dart, but big game against the Chargers, we'll see.
Yeah. Hard environment to excel in, the Giants, but we'll see.
I like Jackson Dart. I love Jackson Dart. I think he has a bright future.
By the way, he started at USC.
He did start at USC, and he's the one that got away. I wish he would have stayed with Cardinal and Gold. Yeah.
Well, he left because Caleb and Lincoln came.
Well,
right?
he left originally because the coaching staff changed, and then he started going to the transfer portal. So then he went to Lane Kiffin at Ole Miss and all that, so it worked out.
He left for the money.
Yeah, he left. Well, we don't know.
I don't know if it was that much money at that point. That was 3 years.
That was that was kind of a new era with the NIL stuff. But
he started for 3 years for Lane.
Yeah, he did. He did. I like Jackson Dart. I hate this decision. I do. I don't like it. I worry that this is going to hurt his development. It's going to hurt his future. When they moved up, or they traded up in the draft to go draft Jackson Dart, it was to draft for their future. It wasn't for week 4 of the season. You have to build the pieces around him before you throw in a rookie quarterback. The offensive line is struggling right now. You have great players on the outside. Sure, you have Malik Neighbors, you got other weapons, but the most important thing for a rookie quarterback is to be protected, to have a great offensive line. If you start getting hit all the time early on in your career, your eyes start dropping to that offensive line. You're not going through progression. You become a run-first quarterback, and when you scramble, you don't keep your eyes downfield. You're looking to make sure you don't get hit. Good news for them is their right tackle, Illuminor. He played better against the Chiefs. He looked good. And then Andrew Thomas came back at left tackle. That's a big thing for him. But the bad news is that he went out in the second quarter, and he didn't finish. And then Marcus Bowe came in, the rookie 5th rounder at left tackle. That's another recipe for disaster, is to have a rookie left tackle in your rookie quarterback's first start. That's not going to work out. But my biggest issue with it right now is the timing. If you look at that schedule, this is, in my opinion, the worst time to throw them in there. You play the Chargers, right? Then you get, and that defense right now under Jesse Minter is the real deal. Then you play the Saints. Wait one more week, maybe start in that game. But even after that, you go Eagles, Broncos, Eagles, 49ers. All very good defenses with a team that's not very talented right now, and your run game is struggling. You're averaging under 100 yards per game in the run game. You got to have a good run game to help your quarterback out. I don't like it. I love Jackson Dart. I think it's going to be a spark for the fans. I just wish they would have left Russell Wilson in a little bit longer, let him develop. This just has Daniel Jones written all over it again. And I'm not saying they're the same type of guy, but it's a similar situation to where you have a former Super Bowl winning quarterback. You had Eli Manning, Russell Wilson. Then you bring in Daniel Jones in week 3. Bring in Jackson Dart in week 4. If this doesn't work out for Brian